If you go back into my archives, I remember stating some time ago, I don't care if they smash silver all the way down to $5. I'm buying, I'm buying, I'm buying, I'm buying, I'm buying. And the reason why I continue to keep pressing that issue, at least for me, are you following me? Because I can't control what people do with their lives. Um, but I know one thing about it. I know manipulation when I see it. I know injustice when I see it. I know what sound money is when I see it. And I know what's going on in the world. Now, I don't claim to be what you call a financial advisor or an economist. The things that I talk to you about is things that I actually put into practice myself. There's one thing about me. I don't talk about things that I don't practice myself, if you understand what I mean. And the one thing I've learned about this life is that the best example is when you yourself are engaged in what you believe. Meaning, and let me put it like this, men, they don't follow titles. They follow courage. They follow strength. They follow integrity. And they follow honor. All the rest of the little weak things, they follow all the weak things of the mind. Everything that causes a person to be weak, apathetic, pathetic, complacent, people will they will latch on to that. But people follow strength today. Now, let me give it to you like this. Okay? Now, we are in a time right now today. We're in a time right now today that people are having a difficult time coping. No matter what the issues are in their life, they're having a difficult time, a very hard time coping. Let me put it to you like this. The dollar. You need to listen to me. Maybe I can try to help you make sense of what's going on, even though it doesn't make any sense at all. Because you have to understand, we have political gangsters in the office. First of all, you're not going to get justice out of an unjust system. The Federal Reserve is an unjust system. It's a privately run corporation that we have been hijacked because our people that came on before us decided to let these pigs and dogs get by with it. What you have going on in the world is you have Japan inflating their currency. And there's only one reason why Japan is inflating their currency as well as the European nations. And there's only one reason why they're doing it. Because they're trying to prop the dollar up. It's all about trying to save the dollar. Because the dollar, through this crony capitalism, is the way they have made their little plush utopia of a life. Now, in the process of that, it can't be done. That's the reason why you getting all these other nations. They ain't playing the game. Germany ain't playing the game. Venezuela's not playing the game. Russia's not playing the game. China's not lending us no more money no more. And I just heard a stupid guy the other day, well, because our credit good, the nation will continue to keep lending us money. In other words, what they're saying is there's no solution to handle this extraordinary amount of debt that we have upon us. What we're going to continue to keep on doing is printing more money to infinity. Do you understand that we're kicking the can down the road and it's getting worse and worse and worse as every day go by? And the people today don't care because they think that they can keep this scheme afloat for a long time. So they're trying to prop the dollar up. And so now all of a sudden we starting to see an effect when the stock market goes down, then all of a sudden the metals go down, but that's not the true reflection of what's really truly going on. Because the fundamentals, meaning the things, the principles, the thing, the way we see and understand them hasn't changed. We're bankrupt. Every single day we're going hundreds of millions of dollars in debt just to keep this phony economy afloat. And it's looking worse for us. And we can't tell that we're in a depression right now simply because of the printing press. And interest rates are rising. They're deceiving us on every end. You go to the store, your quantities are getting smaller while they're trying to deceive you that the prices are staying the same, but you're not getting the same so-called bang for your buck. And you're not. And so they're doing everything they can to cut corners, to deceive. The change chip bags are smaller, the ice cream jugs are smaller. Everything is jacked up. It really truly is. Prices continue to keep going up. There's still a war on for oil. It's the petrodollar. That's the only reason why we're in the Middle East. We have no business whatsoever at all of being over there. But that's the only reason why we're over there. The only reason why we're over there is because we want to continue to keep controlling the world by controlling the oil. And all these nations are sitting up there watching Syria. I mean, I'm telling you, we don't need to get involved in Syria. Saudi Arabia, you keep fooling around with America, you're going to get jacked too. Just like Omar Gaddafi got jacked, Saddam Hussein got jacked. The one thing that people should learn, you shouldn't be playing around with America, because if you play around with America, you're going to get the same treatment as the slaves in the transatlantic slave trade got. You're going to get the same treatment as the indigenous people of this land, the American Indians, got. And you can see that this type of spirit and the character of these people, it's called the doctrine of dominion. And I'm going to talk about that. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about that before I go off into the spiritual warfare. I'm going to talk about that this Sabbath. I'm going to talk about the doctrine of dominion. And I'm going to expose even more so about this false, wicked system of Christianity. There's not even, it's not even written about in the Bible. They threw a few words in there and people get deceived. Now we don't know what the real true faith is. We don't know what money is. We don't know. Man, we don't know where we coming or going. But silver, Kasef, has always been just weights and balances for 6,000 years. Don't you ever forget that. Right now, they're trying to shake everybody out of the tree. They're trying to get everybody to go ahead and sell off so that all the powers that be can buy up the metals, leave you with the paper. At least one thing with paper, though, you'll have something to start your fires with. As for me and my house, we're going to continue to keep stacking. We're going to stack and we're going to stack. Everybody's looking for the buying opportunity of life. It's here right now. Because I'm telling you, it is going up, whether they like it or not. You think about it. Less than 2% of Americans actually invest in precious metals. Do you understand that? That means 98% of America has no clue to what real true assets and what real true money is. It's all market manipulation. I hope you wake up. I really truly do.